너와 나 우리의 여름밤
Shoot with your X100V in Rolleiflex mode, in a rangefinder Rolleiflex mode. What is that? Let me show you in this video now. Hi there and welcome to my channel. I want to share with you in this video how you can use your X100V in Rolleiflex mode and shoot like Vivian Maier with your X100V, but having the rangefinder capabilities to see outside of your frame with X100V in Rolleiflex mode. So if you are liking content like this, please subscribe now to my channel, and let's get to the subject. As you can see here, my X100V, it is in Rolleiflex mode with the capabilities to see outside of my squared frame. So how I was able to do this? Let me show you the settings that you must do to get this mode in your X100V. So go to your Q menu and set your shutter to mechanical shutter. It's very important to have your shutter to mechanical shutter, not electronic shutter, not mechanical and electronical first curtain shutter and so on. Just MS mechanical shutter, because we will activate the sports finder mode. To activate the sports finder mode, you must give this function to a button or to a touch gesture, or you can go to your menu, shooting settings, sports finder mode on. So it's important to have activated sports finder mode on. After you've done this, set your image size to square. As you can see, if we don't have sports finder mode activated, you'll have this square when you set the crop mode to square mode. So you have mechanical shutter activated, crop mode to square mode 1 by 1, and now press your button that it's activating the sports finder mode. And now you have a square and you see outside of your frames. This is extremely fun and very important if you want to make better compositions and if you want to shoot in a square format mode. These are all the settings that you must do to shoot like Vivian Maier with your X100V in Rolleiflex mode, but having the option to see outside of your frame. Because I really like to see outside of my frame, because it's helping me to think more about the frame. It's helping me to get the important moment. And also this sports finder mode, it's cropping the sensor with 0.25 crop factor mode. So you'll get a 40mm field of view in normal field of view in 3:2. And the Vivian Maier Rolleiflex lens was equivalent with a 40mm on a full frame lens. So we are almost there. But yes, you'll feel that this crop mode, it's not very tall. I feel that the square mode, it's working better with a Micro Four Thirds camera. Check link in the card why I like to use Micro Four Thirds camera for street photography. So after you've done all these settings, it's time to put your favorite recipe in Fujifilm X100V. It can be Cinematics Vibes, check link in the card, my recipe, or my new recipe, Nostalgic Sepia. I will publish soon a video regarding this Nostalgic Sepia. And if you are a member and supporter of my channel, you can see at the membership level the recipe and the video and the POV where I will show you how I shoot like Vivian Maier. So after you've entered your preferred Fujifilm recipe, Nostalgic Sepia or Cinematics Vibes, you are ready to shoot like Vivian Maier. But how Vivian Maier was shooting? I've made a special video regarding Vivian Maier photography. Check link in the card here why I like Vivian Maier photography. After you study Vivian Maier photography and after you've got some way of seeing like Vivian Maier, you are ready to go with your X100V on the streets and shoot like Vivian Maier. And this is where I want to share with you my experience, my wow experience. I really didn't thought that this is possible to happen. I enter how I've set my Nostalgic Sepia in my X100V camera and I was ready to shoot and thinking like Vivian Maier in street photography. I said, well, I will try it. But what was interesting, it was the fact that I was able to see scenes like Vivian Maier was seeing, and similar scenes were developing in front of me. It was very, very interesting. So this is one quick tip, and I think it's very important. Always have a plan in mind when you want to do street photography. It will help you see those things. And how I've said, I was wowed because I was able to see similar subjects to Vivian Maier photography, and it was very interesting. It was very interesting experience. So one of the characteristics of Vivian Maier photography are portraits, are characters, and especially characters where people are very wealthy and powerful, or with people that are at the margins of society. And I was able to see similar scenes. I wasn't able to get all the shots that I was seeing, of course, it was just one day of shooting, but I've got some similar portraits and I was trying to mimic the Vivian Maier style. And this means find a strong character, get close to it and take the shot. And the X100V was really helping me to get this shot, because it's not big as a Rolleiflex. It's small, but it's having this tilting screen, and in sports finder mode I was able to frame the shot and take the shot. So it was very, very easy for me to get close with X100V, and this is why I really love X100V. And please be sure to check my other videos regarding X100V on this channel. Now another characteristic of Vivian Maier photography was street composition, but I wasn't able to find too many interesting street compositions. I've tried to do something, but in that day I wasn't able to find too many compositions that will help me get those nice compositions and balanced composition like Henry Cartier-Bresson, but with a Vivian Maier touch in my squared frame. So this is another thing to look out in balanced composition in a squared frame. Also, I would add that for portraits, frame the portrait in the middle of the frame. This is one of the things why I like photography with a squared format. It's very simple to do portraits in the square format, and also the compositions, if you are able to do it right, are stronger in a way from my point of view. Now another interesting fact are the reflections in photography. Vivian Maier has many reflections, but they are reflections with her own self-portraits. So this was very interesting for me because I was able to see reflections. I'm not the person who is looking especially for reflections. I like photography with reflections and with self-portraits in the reflection, but it's not something that I'm able to see always when I'm going out to shoot. But because I've had a clear objective in my mind, shoot like Vivian Maier, like you are using a Rolleiflex, I was subconsciously looking for reflections and self-portraits. And I was able to get some reflections and some self-portraits in the reflections and some street photography scenes in the reflection. So I was very happy at the end of the day because I think it was one of my best days with reflections, and I feel that these results are because I've had a clear objective in my mind that I want to get those kinds of photography scenes. Another characteristics of Vivian Maier photography at the end of her journey were details, were abstract shots, and I was looking for details and abstract shots on the streets. And yes, you can get some really interesting compositions with these details that you are finding on the wall or all the posters that are broken, and all kinds of different details that in a normal photography work you aren't thinking to look at them. But how I've said, studying and looking again and again at Vivian Maier's photography, I was able to have all these details in my mind, and I was able, for my surprise, to see them. And what I really liked about this photography work with X100V, it was the fact that, how I've said, very easy to use, very easy to take photos, very easy to compose in the square format mode, and the ability to see outside of your square frame with a tilting screen. Beautiful, extraordinary experience that I really recommend to try it out. So now this is taking me to the fact that I will publish soon my nostalgic recipe. But if you will become a supporter to my channel, you'll have early access to this recipe and to the video. And I will also add a private POV where you will see exactly what I've done with X100V and my comments regarding the photos that I've made and what is working and what is not working and what I was thinking in those moments. So please be sure to become a member if you want and support my channel. Also, by becoming a member you will get access to another POV where I've used X100V and X-Pro3 to document a turbulent event, a dangerous event at that time. So I really invite you to see those POVs, and I will try to publish more good quality premium content on the membership part of my YouTube channel. So become a supporter, support my work, and see you there for more interesting content, comments, recipes, and all kinds of photography related content that I'm able to do. So please be sure to subscribe now to my channel if you aren't subscribed, because, how I've said, I will publish soon the Nostalgic Sepia recipe that you've seen on this video. So subscribe now to my channel, and talk to you soon. Leave me a comment. Thank you and bye bye.